Alright everybody, TJ here with a new video. This time we're talking Diablo 4 for all you new players who are coming into Season 3, which Season 4 is right in the corner, about a month and a half, 2 months-ish. But for those of you who are blind or visually impaired and have only heard about Diablo being playable or accessible, here is your beginner guide, as best as I can do right now before I go to sleep. The main reason I'm doing this is I expect a good amount of blind players will try the game with the Game Pass on a Xbox and PC side of the game, and almost every month we're going to, or going down to on a sale here with Diablo. So generally people are going to be picking it up hopefully a lot more frequently as far as blind or visually impaired. Now, how does the game work if you're blind or visually impaired with the accessibility? Well, the big thing in this game is the incorporation of full screen reader support, reading every single menu in the game at this point. Quite literally, there isn't anything it does not read. Sorry, there's like one or two small things it does not read, but even then you can circumvent that. What's the point of Diablo is it is a loot-based game. The idea is you kill monsters, grab loot, kill monsters, grab loot, kill bigger monsters, grab better loot. That's the core of the game. And with that core, you're building a character up, you're getting stronger, you're doing harder difficulty content, you're doing different content, you're doing world bosses, doing a whole bunch of different side activities and side things. The end game, the main thing you want to do is depending on what you want to do with the character. Like, what do you want to do with this build? What do you want to do with this character? Generally, there isn't much of a true end game like Path of Exile or Last Epoch, but what there is basically you get to Nightmare Dungeon 100 and killing Uber Lilith. Like, those are your main like pinnacle content things. They're not definitely easy, so especially for a blind player. I only know one blind player who's done it so far, killing Lilith. But it's possible. Now, as far as how do you actually play the game, your left stick is movement. You move up, down, left, and right. Your right stick can lock onto enemies and swap lock-ons. So if you move right, you'll go clockwise, left goes counterclockwise, and that way you can lock on, right, if you have a ranged attack. Your cross or A, or X, square or X, triangle or Y, circle or B, your R1 and R2, or right bumper, right trigger, those are your main 6 attack buttons. 5 attack buttons. Your circle or B if you're on Xbox. That's your evade or dodge. And then your left or L2 or left trigger on Xbox is your 6th attack skill, or defense skill, whatever you assign it to. And then your L1 or L left bumper are your healing potions. You can remap all these and customize whatever you want, but generally that's the general structure. Is your left stick's movement, and your main face buttons and your one of your left buttons are your main attacks. That's pretty much it. Like, it's not that complicated as far as like controls go. Your touchpad does your map and quests and a bunch of other like general gameplay things. Your touchpad also gets you to settings and your season mechanics, season stuff. Your cosmetic shop if you... Let's see. Yep, and see we have we have a whole sightless Slayer's clan. Of course, you have all your friends. Tells you your codex powered. It's a different thing. Sacred magic bow. Third journey cache. Magic journey cache. Contains scrolls of warding. Governing stones. Tuning stones and legendary salvage. Use this cache to receive your rewards. Tuning stone. Governing stone. Lightning bolt. Tuning stone. Governing stone. Tuning stone. Tuning stone. Tuning stone. Governing stone. Inhale upgrade. Governing stone. Barrier 71%. Well, that works. But yeah, so that's like a cash reward for a quest or whatever. So generally speaking, let's see if I can find some enemies and show off some combat. It's not, again, not complicated, at least to me. Like, the tricky part can be power on boards, but that is not a concern until you're level 50, so that's not for a while for a lot of players. As far as like character customization and setup, if you're curious about like, oh, this is my character type deal, you can customize the character. It doesn't read everything, it doesn't describe everything as far as I'm aware, but you can do it. There's a wardrobe, you can customize your look, you can customize your character stuff. They're not great by any means, and so like I generally personally just don't care, but that is an option you can do. It's not easy. You probably would have somebody like verify how you look and stuff. As far as like grouping up with other blind players or sighted players, generally it's not a big deal, because like right here, like I'm just using X to build up stacks and then square to dump the stacks of damage. So there's the, and then of course you can hear all the stats. It tells you your energy, tells your health, tells your barriers, all these stats that you need to know during combat. Like I can't imagine not having this information. Again, the biggest downside on PlayStation side is that it does audio duck, which is annoying, but there are ways to circumvent this. If you go into your options here, let's go. Let's see where it is. It's all the way down. You have all these different like options.
Weapon, armor, jewel, socket, other, minimum, play audio, weapon, armor, jewelry, socket, other, minimum, play audio, mirrors, traversal sounds, enabled, cross network play, wireless control, screen shake effect, combat, enable sound,
Where is the text to speech?
Cinematics, dialogue, Lord, text, speech, dialogue, Lord, font, back, auto, use, screen read, text to speech, enabled, text, voice option, English, feminine, text, screen reader speed, 100, screen read, use screen reader, enabled, speech volume, 75, local, enabled, speech volume, 70, local, party, enable, trade, disabled, clan, enabled, whisper, enabled, play sound separating chat line breaks, add LT, character name says add LT, in-game loop, weapon, enabled, armor, jewel, socket, other, minimum, play audio, weapon, armor, jewelry, socket, other, minimum, play audio, nearest, play audio on error, simple, screen shake effects, combat, reduce, highlight, show,
Wait, here it is.
skill, action, display menu, help, monster help, display player highlight, NPC highlight, enemy highlight, object highlight color, controls the color of interact, wire, swap, interact, core, skills slot 2, skills, evade, auto move, town portal, directional pad down, auto move, auto move, moves the player in the direction they map goes, refacing slash towards the cursor until interrupted. Town portal, directional pad down, use potion, left shoulder button, mount, left analog stick, spur mount, right trigger, mount dismount, right action, mount combat dismount, left lock target, right analog stick, hold to lock target, right analog stick click, lock target, hold to lock target, disabled, hold to lock target, use right stick to cycle lock target, enabled, persist target lock, disabled, action wheel, directional pad up, respond to social request, directional pad, show item labels, show zoom in game camera, toggle voice chat transcription, skip next DTS, skip next DTS, clear old DTS, skip line with screen reader, directional pad right, skip line with screen reader,
There we go. So you have the option to skip the line, so that way it's easier to read your gear and stats and stuff.
Toggle streamer mode, toggle streamer mode in the next settings on or off. If you have not defined a streamer mode selection, this will toggle between in quad, disabled in quad, and in quad, idle names in quad. Toggle streamer mode, directional pad up, skip line with screen, clear old, skip line, toggle streamer mode, direction, warning, you have unsaved changes, are you sure you want to discard them? Button action button save, right action button discard. Actions. 0%.
Right, so that way you have a better idea of like, you can bypass the ducking, right? So if we go, let's go fight these guys. Over here, like down to the right. So here's review the names. Slain mercenary, button action button, interact. Slain mercenary, somebody on the floor, pick up their item.
Interact.
Alright, it's just some gold, alright, sure. And you can hear the sound effect. There's an item right below me. Let's see. Apparently I'm terrible at trying to pick up items. Probably nothing, honestly, but not a big deal. But yeah, so there's sound effects for loot, sound effects for different enemy types. You can tell what's going on. There's sound effects for traversal, which is where you press circle or B, your dodge button, and it will like jump up, jump down, climb up, climb down, different like yeah, so there you go. So like that was a lightning guy, so he has lightning stuff going on. But yeah, I hope you guys found this demonstration helpful. So like I'm gonna just keep mashing the right arrow just so I can bypass the thing reading everything. It's, just don't want to hear it. But hopefully you guys found this a little helpful. It's not the most in-depth explanation in the world, but I figured get people's feet wet, get them started, and they can, if they want more information, they can find more on my channel or more on other people's channels, and get a better idea of how the game is played. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.